in?
I think we are. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, everybody. I'm trying to get in real quick so I can say hi to everybody. How you guys doing? I can say hi here. But Judy, Tara, Ann, Deb, Christine.
Turn your volume off on your phone. Babe.
Hey, Shoki.
Shoki.
Hey, everybody.
Are you kidding me?
Whoa.
Dude.
That's awesome. How's everybody doing? Did I miss anybody? I hope not. The industry.
Hey, how you doing, I figured it's easier to do it on my phone right now than pulling out the
It is. It's
big
easier
old
for
wireless keyboard thingy.
It's and now if ads would stop popping up. Yeah.
So as usual, you can tell we have no clue.
We have somewhat of a clue. We're just so tired, guys. We got so much going on. I'm telling you, it's just we're trying to get out of here, and it's getting hot, and so much to do, and
yeah, we're trying to get the motorhome ready to go, so it's roadworthy.
And then plus the 2 channels, and it's just
we're
losing our minds. Well, what's left of our minds?
I was gonna say, wait a second.
We have some cool videos to share.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Sarah Kay, after our live last week, sent me a video that I thought you guys might like to see. It was actually her cousin, I believe. They're in a band, and they wrote a song about home free for her.
And you sent me that one, right?
Yes, it was the first one I sent.
By the way, can you guys hear us okay? Is everything
Yeah, can you hear us?
Because I'm trying to boost the gain a little. I know it was low last time. So let me know if you can hear everything.
Yeah, before we play something.
Yeah.
Nightthorn, did I say hi? Hi, Nightthorn.
If we missed anybody, hello.
Yeah.
Okay, there's story time.
It's going to be at the top.
Story time.
It's at the top of what I sent. Yeah, so her cousin wrote the song, so I thought it would be pretty cool. I guess she had shared it a few years ago, but she said it's been a while. So I thought you guys, right there. It's called Home Fry.
Well.
So the lyrics are all about home free. So it's kind of funny.
Okay, let's take a look.
Well, we know she's a home fry. Reach the bottom every gosh damn night. She plays the songs and then she flies. And turn the radio up.
Cool, thank you.
She was raised with Willie Garth and George Strait on the radio, but Ice Cube, Tupac, Nas, and Dr. Dre was all she'd know. Now that's not at all what she's about, because she's fallen in love with the home free southern sound, and now she's a home fry. Beats the bottom every gosh damn night. She plays the songs and fights. I turn the radio up. She loves all of the guys. She knows the colors of their eyes. I even hear she bakes them pies. Show all of her love. And it's funny how it's always the little things that she loves the most, like Robert's beard, Adam's voice, or even Austin's clothes. But if they come to town and I'm around, I know I'll make the show. So if you love home free, have a drink with me, raise your glasses for a toast to all of those home fries. Tweet about them every gosh damn night. She plays the songs and then she fights. Turn the radio up. She loves all of the guys. She knows the colors of their eyes. Do you believe she makes them pies? Okay, we made that up. Believe it or not, they got one of their own. Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Rupp. Now she's a home fry. Tried to get them here tonight. She plays her songs and then she fights. Turn the radio up. She loves all of the guys. She knows the colors of their eyes. Never got the words. Well, good luck.
Yeah. Okay. So I was wrong. It was her nephew,
Wow.
Lucas, who playing the
So
guitar.
who was that?
Sarah Kay. That's her nephew. Sarah Kay. She's a home fry.
No
on
way.
Facebook. Yeah. So she used to drag him to concerts and stuff, and they know she's obsessed. She's known the guys for years. She knows him personally and stuff, so they know and wrote her a song. They surprised her with it, so I thought it was cute.
That's very cool. Yeah, everybody's saying you should send it to the guys and put it in the home free group.
No,
Yeah.
they know about it. Yeah,
They do?
because she actually was hoping they would record it. Yeah, but they never got around to it. Oh yeah, this was several years ago. But she wasn't sure if she had sent it to me, and I had never seen it. So I said, "Can I share it in the live stream?" She's like, "Yeah, if you want to." I'm like, "Sure." I think they'd appreciate it. The ones that haven't seen it. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I knew. I mean, I knew it's been a few years that not everybody could have seen it. So, yeah. So I wanted to share that.
Anxious. I'm guessing that the growl was supposed to be Tim. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Brr.
Yeah, it's funny. Too funny.
Okay.
So, Deb sent me some Tim stuff
Yeah,
Some
let's
story
take
times
let's take a look at some
that
story
we've been
times.
asking. Yeah, my brain's fried, guys. Jeez.
We be fried.
We be fried faux show.
Let's see what
Yeah,
we
so
got
I
here.
want to see
Story time with Tim.
so many of these that it's hard to keep them straight.
You just commandeered my story time, you son. Happy birthday to Rob.
Thanks.
This isn't really much of a story. Some of you may have seen me tweet last night looking for drugs.
Dude, what?
My dog is a Great Pyrenees.
Okay. How's that? Is that
Fans of Great Pyrenees in the house, okay? He's an enormous creature, and he's getting up there in years. And he has torn both of his ACLs. I know, he's a lemon. But you know, he's healing. The first one's completely healed, and they said it's pretty common for the second one to tear when they've been putting all their weight on that one. And so, of course, that's what happened. And we had a supply of a drug I've never heard of called carprofen. And apparently it's a painkiller for dogs or something. And so, what?
What?
Thank you for clearing that up. Certainly could not have continued the story without that.
Sassy.
Oh, is that what it is? Sassy?
Sassy.
So we had a limited supply.
Smart ass.
You know,
Sassy
it was
boy.
supposed to last until he was pretty well healed, and my wife and he joined me for the first part of this tour. So we were driving around Wisconsin and Minnesota, all these places, and I have, you know, this little ramp for him that I get out and hook up to. A sensitive bunch. This ramp that I put down for him, and usually he's patient and then saunters down the ramp. I don't know if he just really had to go to the bathroom or was just sick of this operation, but I was still holding the ramp nowhere near where it needed to be, and he just leapt out of the car. I was injured too in the process. Thank you.
You feel better now.
But of course, that set us back a little bit in his recovery, and now he's limping around again. And we're out of carprofen, so my wife says, well, you know, your fans are usually pretty generous and resourceful.
True.
And I said, yeah, it's worth a shot. So I put out a tweet, I posted in one of the fan groups. And of course, as always, the home fries came through.
Oh, yeah.
Now I have more carprofen than I know what to do with. So I guess I'll just give them to Rob for a birthday present. Anyway, Cincinnati will always hold a very special place in my heart because it's the first place I ever made a doggy drug deal.
Doggy drug deal.
What do you think? Should we give away some backstage passes?
Yeah. Funny.
Canine drug dealer.
Right? Which one's...
This
What is
one
next?
is Marshfield State Fair 2016.
Oh, this is great. We haven't seen any of these.
No, this one goes...
I know the doggy drug deal, we saw one. I remember when that happened. We had just become fries not long before because I was actually contacting my sister who had vet connections, and everybody was trying to...
Yeah, I
help 'em
imagine
out.
he got a couple metric tons of that stuff. And
Yeah.
Now he's a distributor.
And all I can see is Joe Dirt over here.
Joe Dirt.
You extra
Dear Tay.
moist after that one?
Commitment. I like it. Use a towel after that.
I just feel bad for all the people in the front row. It's like a Gallagher show. I like to keep my references current. Anyone here who's under 30? Gallagher was an act back in the 1900s.
Boy, here we go.
He probably played this fair back then, too.
I'm holding my chest and trying to get the knife out. Tim.
Anyway,
Gallagher used to come shopping at Walmart when I worked.
my sweet mother is here tonight. She flew up from Texas to be here. Because she's a round barn enthusiast. No, my future in-laws, who were just a few rows back, are throwing a shower for my beautiful fiance here in a couple days. Yeah. And so my mom came up for that.
His wife, now
And,
it's fiance.
Yeah.
She texted me, you know, she flew into Mosinee. And, you know, but first she flew from Houston to Minneapolis. And she texted me as she was sitting on that flight and was like, this is a small plane. I said, you have no idea what a small plane is. Wait till your next one. And, well, really, what she said, I'm going to qualify this. She's going to say, she didn't mean overweight. She said, this is a small plane with large people on it.
So PC.
She just meant large. You guys are corn-fed farm folk. You're just large people. Trust me, that's all she meant. We're from Texas. We know what the other kind of large people are. I thought we fried stuff down there, though. You guys are really on top of the fried foods up here. That same lady, she's very welcoming.
I just wish it had been, hello, Wisconsin. Nobody? Man, I feel so alone right now.
And that's why this isn't story time with Austin.
Clearly. We're working on it, though.
Anyway, so then my mother got the next flight and was like, "Oh my gosh." Which is how
I gotta wonder if Rupp is the whole time just sitting there. Would you get on with it, please?
Right?
My mouth is going dry. Would you get on with it?
I don't know how he is so focused, because there's times where I've seen him, he should have lost it many
Oh
times.
yeah. Oh yeah.
But when he's got that mic in front of him, he is
Oh, man.
focused. Because we've seen him how many times losing it when he's not on the
Oh
mic.
sure. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
by the curses. And she said, smaller plane, larger folks. And apparently the pilot agreed with her, because he said, folks, we're a little bit overweight here on the plane. We're gonna have to sit on the tarmac and just burn fuel for a while. My mother's not a great flyer to begin with. She's in a full panic at this point. But she made it in time for the Central Wisconsin State Fair, folks. So give it up for my mom. She's over there with my fiance helping sell our merchandise.
Shoki. Shoki.
Big guys in a little plane.
Yep. That's a Chris Farley reference.
Oh, okay.
Big guy in a little coat.
And she'll be happy to know that that's where the stories about her end this evening. Now we're gonna move on to my fiance. She's not gonna be happy. She, as I mentioned, she's from here, and she doesn't think she has an accent.
We don't.
The fact that not enough of you are laughing means that you don't think you have one either.
We don't.
I don't even know how I'm going to tell this story, because I'm going to quote her in a second, and they're not going to understand what's funny about how she said this.
We'll laugh.
There's some out-of-towners. So this one's for you folks. On the last tour, Rob actually broke his toe. There it is. And I called my fiance and I said, hey, I don't know, if you're trying to get a hold of me in the next hour, I'm going to be at the emergency room with Rob. He just broke his toe. To which she replied, oh, there's not much they can do for toes.
Y'all like, yeah, that's me. That's me.
That is not an exaggeration. And I'll stop the stories about her right now. There's still a wedding plan. And let's just talk about Marshfield for a moment. First of all, thank you for this amazing weather. We're kind of wrapping up our summer fair season right now, and this is the first time we've had nice weather for an outdoor show. We were out in Northern California last month, I guess it was. If you ever have a chance to go to Northern California this time of year, pass. Triple digits, not kidding. So thank you so much. This is amazing, and this is also just my favorite time of night during an outdoor home free show, because everything's dark except us. And that's when the bugs show up. And the reason it makes me so happy is that I don't mind the bugs, but Adam Rupp really does. So, if I were you, I'd just watch him the rest of the show.
You're mean to him.
It'll be worth it.
You probably get to see him have an episode. Anyway. But what I really want to talk about here tonight in Marshall, it's a special place. It's a very special place. If for no other reason, the fact that I can just rattle off the phrase, nuts deep.
I really do love y'all.
See, this lady doesn't bat an eye. She still just takes her picture. Yeah, he's talking about nuts. Yes. Good burgers. 90% of you maybe chuckled at that. 10% of you are appalled that I just said that. At least you're taken aback a bit, because you're not from here and you don't realize that there's a restaurant. Oh, okay, a bar that serves food. Do we really need to make that distinction in Wisconsin?
Semantics.
Yeah.
And it's called Nuts Deep, and it's been around long enough that it's just woven into the fabric of Marshfield, and they can just say Nuts Deep. In normal conversation, no one snickers, there's no elbowing going on. They just say it and get on with their lives. And I reacted the way you 10% reacted the first time I heard it out of the mouth of a teenage girl.
I'm appalled and I wasn't there.
And that teenage girl is my future sister-in-law. And we were at the dinner table in my future in-law's house. It was one of my first times here, and you know, I think I'm zoning out a little bit. I kind of got a food coma going on, but I kind of snubbed too when I heard this young lady say, "Nuts Deep."
She just said it from nowhere too, just like that.
No, I'm sure she had a good reason to say it. But I didn't catch that part. I just caught those two words, and I was like... Then I started looking around the table. Nothing. From anyone. I was like, why is she not getting grounded right now?
She's talking about squirrel inventory.
And now I know why. So, she's here tonight with my family. She's sitting next to her boyfriend, and he's very red. Listen, you two, save room for Jesus, okay?
Well, that's special.
He's really red. And it's not that bright, and we can see that. I couldn't tell at first, but he's really red.
I don't really have a closing to this story, but what do you say? Should we all head down to Nuts after the show? All right, y'all, we're gonna do another tune for you now. This is actually a pretty new tune for us, and how many of y'all have checked out our stuff on?
Oh, that's too funny. I love watching Adam because Adam is always just cracking up over there.
Yeah, he tries his hardest to stay, straight-faced, and it just don't work.
He can't. That was a good one. They're all good. Hey, anybody that's come in, welcome. Angela, Ing. Hello.
Hello.
Kay. Sandra. I know I missed a few of you guys. Lisa, whoever I did, it's not intentional.
Nope.
Welcome. Welcome to the insanity.
No, everybody's looking at my Facebook page.
Yeah, your interesting Facebook page.
Yeah, how interesting is that? Okay, so I'm already lost. I need 1, 2. So we're on the third one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
We're on the third one.
Yeah, besides the video.
Okie-dokie.
Yeah, we're going down the list. Deb's list tonight. 5 brothers, Angela. Holy smokes.
Yeah, that'd be a bit rough.
Yeah, I grew up. I have 2 brothers. I grew up with 1, and that was enough for me. He was younger, but boy, I wanted to kill him half the time.
Texas, give it up for that.
Oh, birthday bash.
And I know a lot of you, you want to tell me like how far you came, and you're like really proud of it. We came all the way from Alabama. Did you not sense the sarcasm in that? That's Alabama for you. But the point is, I'm sure a lot of you came from all over North America, and that's neat. But we got some ladies who came from Germany. So shut up, the rest of you. My fan base is the core demographic is seasoned.
Yeah. Yep.
It's I mean, I like when I'm looking around and I see a lot of salt and pepper. That's what I mean by seasoned. But it wasn't a demographic that I set out to attain. But like most things in my life, it just worked out in my best interest. Because, you know, of course, when you first getting into music, like in my case, like most men, you're trying to impress young girls. And then I learned pretty quickly that young girls don't have money to spend on me. Correct. So I just want to preface this story by saying I'm happy to have all you seasoned fans. Just know that thank you for being here and for spending your...
Oh, he's talking about seasoned fans, seasoned fries.
Yeah.
That's where I got in trouble.
Yeah, so Shoki was suggesting something about...
Yeah, I saw that, and I was gonna reply, but I figured I'll just say it here.
Yeah,
I'm completely retarded. I don't know how to open separate files as a playlist.
Yeah, we just started doing this live streaming and the video thing playing. So.
Yeah, we're just kind of winging it, man.
Yeah, so you can send us the info on how to do that, Shoki. Wow. Make it easier, huh? Yeah, because I know there's got to be an easier way.
So he's basically talking about cougars, right? Am I right?
Cooters?
Yeah, cooters.
Yeah.
No, that's why I did that one hot minute, and I got in hot water for doing the cougar episode on the Home Free Hot Minute. Yeah. Some folks out there, I won't mention who, got a little upset by that.
Oh well, that's life.
Your money on me. There wasn't much applause because they're all holding their cameras right now to capture this story time. And they're all going to race to be the first ones to upload it to YouTube. But anyway, so this is sort of, I'm going to tell a couple stories that are sort of about my seasoned fans. And just thinking back to what got me, what motivated me in the first place to get into music, start writing music, versus where I am. So this is called Look Ma, I'm a Rock Star. Story number one. I sing with a group called Home Free. Anyone heard of them? I was doing a show not that long ago, and again, when you get into music, you visualize, undergarments being thrown at you on stage, and that hasn't happened one time. My fans said like root beer on stage, and that's neat. I prefer that actually. But I did get a hat thrown at me recently. It was a ball cap, and it was during the encore last song, so I put it on my head, did the rest of the song, and then went off stage and took it off and looked inside of it and quickly regretted putting it on my head. Uh-oh. It wasn't in the best interest of my health or hygiene to have done that. But then I realized that I felt something kind of inside the hat. There was a zipper, and there was clearly a wad of something in there. And I was worried it was
just the fact that he used the word wad.
Money, if it was money, I was going to return it to the person who threw the hat, most of it. It was Sweet and Low packets.
And Sweet and Low. Yeah.
Look, Mom, a rock star. I'm getting Sweet and Low thrown at me on stage. Let's see, well, I had another story that's already escaped me, so maybe... Oh, no, I remember what it was. Some of you know this story. Karen knows it really well. I think the biggest moment in my career thus far that has just filled me with joy and made me say with gusto and tongue-in-cheek, look, Ma, I'm a rock star. And that was when I hit a low note and it knocked a lady's false teeth out of her mouth.
Oh boy.
Y'all, I'm not making this stuff up. This is 100%. That stuff really happened.
About it.
Yeah.
With Dave.
Dave, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah. My old singing, writing partner in our band had false teeth, and he didn't secure them very well for a show. Right in the middle of some high note, man, they just flew right out of his head.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so embarrassing. Oh, good times, good times.
Yeah.
It's her sister. I'm just going to tell you. It's not her. It's her sister. If you don't believe me, ask her, and she'll tell you all about that. And finally, I would like to just make sure we really kick this evening off with a bang. So I'm going to close out story time by talking about barnacle penis. That's going to be my legacy, isn't it? I've never said anything that got that reaction. Some people just yell that out at shows now, and it means nothing to most people. It just sounds like Tourette's, you know? So, in case you've heard barnacle penis being yelled out at my show, I'll tell you why. I was doing a show in Portland, Oregon, and a friend of mine named Catherine Roy came to that show, and she is a children's author and illustrator, and she is specialized in a lot of nautical, aquatic stuff, a lot of sea life, and so she's got to do some really cool things like live on ships with marine biologists and study marine life and learn a lot of interesting factoids. And the one she shared with me moments before I went on stage is that up to 90% of a barnacle's body can be its penis.
Woo!
Now, before you clam up, pun intended, these are science words, so grow up. This isn't cheap humor. It's not just cheap humor anyway. This is about science, so let's all learn something together. I'll be honest, barnacles weren't really on my radar before that conversation, but all of a sudden I'm filled with admiration for those little creatures. Anyway, she went on to explain that, you know, they're fixed in place, and they have to be able to reach other barnacles fixed in other places, sometimes at distance. You're picturing it now, aren't you? That's not my fault. Anyway, she shared that with me, and our truck driver John overheard this, and John came over to me right before I went on stage, and he said, "I'll bet you $20 you can't get barnacle penis into your show tonight." Well, John owes me about $160 at this point. 180, counting tonight. Yeah, I took that bet, and I talked about barnacle penises, peni? I don't know, for some time during that show, and without warning, my bandmates were not privy to this conversation, nor did they hear the bet. So all of a sudden, I'm just talking about barnacle peni in the show, and I hear Rob off microphone say, "What the hell is happening right now?" Finally, we got around to the whole point of the story, and it was a fun experience. We all learned something together, and I thought that would be it. I thought, all right, one and done, and I was wrong, because we got to the next show, which was in Idaho Falls. And there was a sign language interpreter on stage with us. Well, I wasn't going to squander that opportunity. So I told that story again, and I said it a lot. I really said it a bunch of times because the audience seemed to enjoy it. You know, I'd say barnacle penis, and then us, like the whole audience and us, would all turn and look at this poor lady. She was a good sport, but she would just go and then sign it, and it turns out there is not a sign for barnacle, so she had to spell it out. Does anyone know how to do that? Yeah. There it was. That's barnacle. I had to think really hard about that. There is, however, a sign for the next word. And would you like to learn it? Okay. It's real simple. I don't know the origin of it, but you're welcome in advance. Here's how it goes. For this side of the room.
Okay.
Oh, Tim. He is too much. Wow. Science words, right?
Yeah.
Jokey, yeah. Wow. This is too funny. Does anybody else have a request? Do you guys want, is there something in particular you want to watch?
Speak an hour forever, hold your peace. Yeah, we got about 20 minutes.
Anybody?
Let's see. Let's do the next one here.
Yeah, right. Which one is this? We didn't see this one yet? No.
I don't know. I have no
Marshville.
idea.
No,
Thank you for that.
This is the one, Marshville. Isn't this the one he was talking about, Jenica? Or no? Yeah.
No, I'm going straight down the list, so unless you sent
Yeah.
it to me twice.
Well, I don't know if we sent it to him twice. Isn't this the one we saw, guys?
I don't know.
And all I can see is Joe Dirt over here.
This is the one we saw, babe.
Yeah.
This is the one where he's talking about Jenica.
Alrighty then. Yeah, you sent that one twice.
Yeah, it might have been in there twice. I
Here
don't
comes
know.
Uncle Tim. Runs his mouth. Well, let's see.
Uncle Tim's gonna run his mouth for a little while. First of all, thank you guys for being here. This is amazing. And thank you for all you do for us. This is the least we could do for you guys. You guys can go about your business. It's totally fine. Keep taking pictures with Austin, everyone. Now, before I run my mouth too much, we gotta lay down some ground rules. First off, we've all gotta agree to laugh a little more. Just in general. Can you agree to that? I honestly believe that laughter is the best medicine, and it's free. Music is a close second, but as you all know, it's not free. So if we can all agree to laugh more, that's awesome. But that means you've got to be able to laugh at yourselves. Not as much agreement on that one. I think we should all learn to laugh at ourselves a little bit more. Because you can't really truly laugh unless you learn to laugh at yourself. And besides, once you learn to laugh at yourself, then you have license to laugh at other people. And let's be honest, that's the real fun. Now, that means everything. Your insecurities, your beliefs. Because the biggest laughs come from where we're all the least comfortable. You ever tried to suppress laughter? In church? Or a funeral? It snowballs quick. And so we're gonna laugh at everything. Which brings me to comedy limits. There should be no such thing. No topic should be immune from laughter. That's just how it is. It's all about the intention behind the joke. There shouldn't be any hidden agenda, just jokes. And so it's not my intention to upset anyone. I'm not opposed to it.
We're 2.5 minutes into this. I'm not really paying attention too much to what he's saying because he's just blabbing. But it's like listening to a band.
Yeah.
And he's,
Yeah.
It's like his voice is just so
comforting,
I guess, naturally melodic.
Yes, it is.
He can tell stories and just I'm like, okay, I'm listening.
especially if you're unable to laugh at yourself. In which case, I'm more than happy to do it for you. And finally, words. There are no such thing as bad words, folks. There's just not. If you get upset about a word, it's your fault.
Agreed.
You've made a conscious decision to react negatively to a sound that comes out of a face. That's all a word is, a noise. And I think we can all agree that there's no inherently bad noises, at least not from faces. So we all in agreement tonight? We're gonna laugh more? We're gonna be willing to laugh at ourselves? We're not gonna flinch at human language? Yeah?
He wants to say some dirty words.
If we're all in agreement,
Yeah, let's turn this into a
we'll get
George
started.
Carlin thing.
How about those goddamn children on airplanes? I'm just kidding. I'm not going to talk about the sky shits and their inept parents. That was just a test. Most of you passed. I suppose we should tell a couple stories. What do you think? Now, how many people here have never seen a story time live? Okay, there's a couple of you. I thought there might be a few. I was just curious. Over there? Never seen a story time? Okay. Well, even for those of you who have heard story time, is it okay if I just kind of do the greatest hits? Where are the rednecks at? And I say that with much affection. There is nothing wrong with being a redneck. Austin and I are rednecks. We just look good doing it.
We wear it well.
But in case you're curious as to my redneck credibility, or even your own for that matter, you need to look at your family. And that'll tell you a little bit about yourself. Last year we went to Alaska, and my aunt decided to come along. And she was flying up from Texas, but she was detained by airport security for a tub of lard. That's redneck. Now there's a reason she had a tub of lard. She didn't trust Alaska to have all the ingredients she needed for biscuits and gravy. That's the rednecks cheering right now.
Certified.
If you think biscuits and gravy is weird, or you think white gravy is weird, just go to Canada. Some Canadians here. I know, and I love poutine. But there's a time and place for brown gravy. Now, I suppose you've all heard that we were recently picketed by the Westboro Baptist Church. The most important milestone of my career so far. And so I won't really get into that. I'm sure you've heard it. I had been threatening to kiss a dude just to piss them off for the past week or so. And last night I did it. And that dude is Chris Rupp. And I think he has some questions about himself at this point. Oh. So we were at a casino recently. No. We didn't play.
Our bus driver did though.
That's true, our bus driver won big. But they gave us access to the employee cafeteria. And so we got to go through there and eat basically whatever the casino had to offer. All the restaurants in the casino just sent their food there and you get to have it. And I wandered through it, I don't know, at breakfast.
Yeah, I'll agree with you, Shoki. You wouldn't know it to look at us. But yes, love biscuits and gravy.
Not me.
I do. Oh, yeah.
No.
About 3 p.m. or so. And I got to the self-serve bacon. And I did what all of you would do.
Story.
Oh, yeah.
And I heaped it onto my plate. And then I got to the cashier, who was keeping track of what we were having even though we didn't have to pay. And she said, and I quote, "How many bacons?" And I was taken aback. Because I've never heard bacon pluralized like that before. But also, I didn't really want to give her that number. I said, 4 or 5 tongs full. And she said, no, how many bacons? Well, that's a weird policy to have. But if that is your policy, you should post that by the bacons. All bacons sold separately. Because not only would that have saved me some embarrassment, it would have also just helped me to make a better life choice in general. And so I've adopted that as sort of just a motto in general as I go through life, remembering to make good decisions. I think, Tim, count the bacons. And I encourage y'all to take that with you. I'm going to close out tonight.
You know,
I want to talk to the girl who said that to him and see how she feels about it now.
if
interview.
Austin was telling this story, when you got to the part about the, never mind. Yeah, if Austin was telling this story, he would have been like, "Say what?" Tim says, "I was taken aback." That's why Tim's a good storyteller. I was taken aback. Austin would have said, "Huh?" I said, "Huh?"
Yeah,
With a segment called
it's all the gravy and the
Knock It
biscuits. Y'all
Off.
can have it, Shaky. You can have all of it.
Oh, sausage.
Oh, some of you are already breaking your agreement we made earlier. So these are some observations about human behavior that you should all knock off. And it's broken up into two sections. It's called Hey Old People and Hey Young People. And I'm gonna let you decide where you fall in there. That is not for me to decide. Hey Old People.
Hey!
Stop taking pictures and video with iPads. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. That applies to a lot of things in life, like anchovies on pizza.
Right?
You're holding up something the size of a dictionary in a live show over your head with people sitting behind you. Or even worse, it's lower and it's illuminating your dumb face. Knock it off. Hey, young people. Stop saying literally every sentence.
Yeah.
And supposedly.
Do you know what literally means? It literally makes me want to kick you in the teeth. Knock it off. Hey, buddy.
I feel weird because I want to be his hype man so bad. Now I got a microphone. I got presents to go open.
Swag.
Austin, you don't need the microphone, darling.
What?
Hey, old people.
What?
Stop going on Facebook, or any social media for that matter, once a month and liking everything that has happened since you were last on Facebook.
Yeah. The flood. Yeah.
Mom. That's not true. It's not her mom. It's some other family members. But some of you do that, I can tell by your reaction. Oh, cool, I've got 50 notifications. Something cool must have happened. Nope. Grandma just went on Facebook. And since we're on the subject of social media, hey, young people, stop asking me to follow you.
I'm not a puppy.
What do you do on any given day that I need to know about? Knock it off. Hey, old people. Stop telling young people that they won't use algebra in real life. It's simply not true.
It was calculus, not a...
Hey, young people.
I've never used algebra.
Stop giving up on algebra. You will use it in real life. Maybe not literally. You probably won't come across equations. But the forward thinking and problem solving involved in algebra can be applied to everyday life. And you need to be able to do that. And if nothing else, it sharpens your brain in general and just makes you a better person. So many of you that have been giving up on math, knock it off.
You come talk to my math class?
Yep. They agree to the ground rules. Hey, all people. You're obsessed with your cell phones. I'm guilty of some of this too.
Thank you, Shoki.
Knock it off.
Dude, I was going to pause back then and say that, but I just saw you said it in the chat room. Learn geometry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, when I was in school, I absolutely hated math. I failed pre-algebra twice. Now, I do math all the time. I'm always doing geometry, especially. I love the compass and ruler and drawing, and I do all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I love math, but I never took algebra. I had the option of taking it because I was an A+ student in math my senior year, and there was 2 of us, and they said, hey, we got this new math. You want to come over? You know, you guys were handpicking you. And I'm like, stay here and get an A+ or go over there, risk failing. I'm like, no, I stayed. And I did bookkeeping. I did accounting. I used math. Every day of my life I've used math, but never algebra. So... And I
think the 3rd semester they just passed me to get me out of the classroom.
Yeah, I think the only reason why I wish I would have known it was so I could help my kids through it. When they had to go through it, I had my friends help them. But any other math, I was great at fractions and all that. But yeah,
I mean, and honestly, I took classical piano for 12 years. I took theory. I took musical theory. It took me until, like, I was born yesterday to figure out geometry and math, and all of that is music. I mean, music is math, math is music. They're so intertwined.
Math is everything.
Math is everything. Math is, wow. Yeah,
you do use it every day. That's,
crazy. Okay, let's. We got a few more here.
I've never seen this one. I've seen these stories. This is awesome.
Words with friends is probably the most hilariously ironic misnomer I've ever heard in my life. How about exchanging some actual audible words with tangible, visible friends? right? Now, I've seen it too many times. Younger family members or my friends' kids. You guys need to learn to navigate an actual verbal interaction. You know, some guy's chatting up a young lady on Twitter or Snapchat, and he's charming and he's witty, so they go on a date, and he's an awkward Neanderthal. Not because that's who he actually is, but just because he doesn't have his digital blinky. And this will carry over into your adulthood, and your schooling, into job interviews, into parenting, which brings me to old people. Put down your phones and do some actual parenting. Or grandparenting, for that matter.
We didn't have cell phones when I was parenting.
Been there, done that, she said.
I had a flip phone for the last few years.
Well, if your kids are 40, they didn't have to really...
We had a rotary phone attached to the wall.
Yeah.
My parents didn't have any of that stuff.
No, neither did we.
Yeah.
I think Matt, when he was like a teenager, he was 14 or 15, I got a flip phone.
I think
But
my
wasn't
kids
attached
had
to the
phones
internet.
before I did, I think.
I don't even think I had the internet then.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And my kids are still not big on the internet, any of them, really.
No, mine aren't either. It's kind of weird.
None of our kids really are. They get on Facebook once in a while.
Yeah, once in a while, that's it. Which is cool. That makes me happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've actually got a life outside of social media.
Yes, definitely.
Very cool.
Worry about you hanging out on your cell phone when they were kids. Anyway, I just think that's a good rule for everyone. And for God's sake, stop photographing everything. Some of you are probably doing it right now.
At the shows we do.
Oh yeah.
When's the last time you just
man.
existed in the moment?
Right now.
Took it in. Maybe even remembered it for a change.
But when you get older, it's harder to remember.
Someone comes up to us every show inevitably and says,
Right?
Every
Wow,
day's a new
my,
adventure.
computer doesn't do you guys justice. Or, I thought you were good on the sing-off until I saw you in person. You really have to experience it in person. And that's true. You have to experience it without placing a device between you and the experience. Besides, it doesn't do it justice.
I'll agree with him up to a point. Because I would much rather sit at home and watch a show like this than spend $22,000 to go see Aerosmith live.
Right.
Sorry, ain't happening.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We would love, all of us would rather go see them live any day, but not everybody can afford it all the time.
Not everybody can.
But I think he's just talking,
That's the beauty of like the Sweet and Low. You know, is the whole performance is so you can sit in your living room and watch it and enjoy it in comfort. But yeah, when we saw that Aerosmith resale ticket prices for $22,000, $11,000 to $22,000
for resale. Yeah,
I about barfed. I mean,
isn't that insane?
I mean, you could buy a nice car for that.
Yeah, there's no, even if we had 11,000.
No way.
Does
for
it?
anybody. It's for anybody.
So you're cheapening your current experience so you can watch a crappier version of it later. What the hell's that all about? And I'd be willing to bet that that's the root of Alzheimer's. Now, granted, I'm only a part-time, unpaid doctor, scientist, historian, but I'm pretty sure the advent of Alzheimer's coincides with the invention of the camera. Because at some point in time, your brain said, well, this asshole's gonna document everything. I don't have to remember shit. And you stop doing math. So I'm leaving you with all these pearls of wisdom, and I'm sure that we're all better for this little chat we had. Go forth into the world, put down your cell phones, do your algebra, and count the bacons.
Yeah.
Well, I got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. And I'll be okay.
We're gonna laugh at everything, bitches.
That was great. Thanks for sending that, Deb.
That one was cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, that takes us right up. That just ate up the rest of the hour there.
$100 to see the Stones really isn't bad when you consider we pay that much to go see these guys. But these guys are the most I've ever spent on tickets, because I was always used to spending $10 to $20 to go see concerts.
Oh yeah, back in the day when that was affordable. I mean, even back then we complained about spending, you know, $50, $80, $100 to see a big concert or something. But
yeah, it was $20 for the ticket and the shirt.
I mean,
and as time went on, I know into the 80s it probably was like 25, 35. But for big bands, when you're going to see Queen, that isn't really that bad.
No.
You know?
No, I mean, yeah, like I said, when we saw the whole thing about Aerosmith, it just freaked me out. But we live in the middle of nowhere out here, guys. We're in Needles, California, which is right next to Laughlin, Nevada. Laughlin, Nevada, which is a little pea hole in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the desert, had Kid Rock. And Kid Rock tickets were $900 a piece.
Yeah. For the cheap seats.
For the cheap seats.
Yeah.
And that's when I was just like, oh, this, I don't know.
Well, and he plays out there 50 times a year, it seems like. Why can't Home Free play out there?
Yeah. Yeah, because they won't get $900 a ticket.
But how much were Brooks and Dunn tickets? I mean, they got... Yeah, but they...
No, I don't know. It's just, yeah.
But the ticket, the seats are ridiculous.
Yeah, everybody complains about Ticketmaster scalping stuff, but then they sell it off to these resellers, and the resellers really scalp it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
right. Right. and Aerosmith doesn't have to get that much money. I mean, they have some say-so, you know.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah. It's just greed. It's greed.
Yeah, greedy bastards.
Well, geez, that went by quick, guys.
Right? That was a fast hour.
Geez, that was fun. Yeah, you guys, if you come up with any that you want us, want to watch with us, send them to me. Okay.
Yeah. We'll get to them next week.
I think,
and maybe once or twice a month we'll do a 2-hour instead of a 1 hour or something like we did last week.
Yeah.
So we can fit
if we
more
have
content
enough,
in.
Yeah, or if you guys have other suggestions of what you want to do or what you want to watch, just let me know.
Yeah.
We're
yeah,
open.
It's kind of fun.
We just want to have fun with y'all. That's it.
It kind of reminds me of when we were kids. We'd go over to our friend's house on Saturday morning to watch cartoons together.
Yeah.
That's basically
or we'd hang out and watch, Saturday Night Live together. Or Don Kirshner's rock concert. And, we'd hang out with our friends or Happy Days or whatever.
Kind of cool, kind of cool.
Yeah, so if you... That's not right, Shoki. I'm sure you did something.
Uh-oh. I already closed out of there. What is
something?
I knew
he
I
says his wife is
open.
getting super annoying that she's wanting an elbow.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, thanks for coming, you guys. It was fun. We enjoy this. So, Angela, I don't know if I have to double check and see if we did all yours. And I think Lisa sent me a couple too, and I got to double check on that. So if you guys notice that we missed them, it's very possible because we're trying to figure out a way to get organized.
Right, yeah.
But we're going in so many different directions right now. We're trying.
Yeah, we got a few weeks before we hit the road.
We got to figure out that playlist thing to make it quicker, though, like Shoki suggested.
That's true. Very true.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted. We'll have that rectified by next week.
Yeah, because it'll make it a little smoother.
See, you like to say exposed. I'll say rectified. Exposed and rectified.
No, yeah, I'm surprised Tim hasn't brought up rectified yet. It sounds like something he would put into a story time.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
So, thanks for sending the ones we played, Deb. And I think we have maybe another one or two.
I think so.
Yeah, I think she just sent me a couple more.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one to be 20 minutes long. So.
That was great.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that one. Yeah, and he did have words of wisdom, even through his sarcasm.
Pearls.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Anyways, guys.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with
joining us, and we will see you next week.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you.
Y'all take care.
Love you guys. Have a good night.
Peace.